Hello, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. Haven't made a video for a while. I've been on holiday a couple of weeks ago and I just had a week to just sort of get back on track with sleep patterns and whatnot. But I wanted to come on and talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows and some of the things that I'm seeing on the internet, and I'm amazed of what I'm seeing. I genuinely think we're going backwards as a community. You know, take me back to the days where we don't need to be this connected. We don't need to be this connected. You don't need to be terminally online tweeting about a game that you like or dislike and getting into people's threads complaining that they've bought a video game or I can't believe you've supported this game. You know, all that bollocks. I just wish it would just disappear overnight. I miss the days where a video game came out, you looked at a few screenshots in a magazine, there was no internet, you judged it on the screenshots and you read a bit about the story, and then you went to the shop and you picked it up off the shelf, you looked at the box art, you looked at the back of the Seymour screenshots and you read the story and you picked it up or you didn't, and you played it and you liked it or you didn't like it. You weren't going around to your neighbour's house or your friend's house and going, why have you bought that? It's terrible. There was none of that. But we seem to be, it's just this sort of rinse and repeat, and it happens with every launch, I've noticed. You know, the media, through previews, overly report on the game. They absolutely flog it like a dead horse for content, for clicks and views, which whips up people into a frenzy. Then the game comes out, it either does really well and does terribly. Then people buy the game or they don't buy the game, and then people are online bullying and harassing people that did either buy the game or didn't buy the game. And then the cycle continues for the next launch of the video game. And that's gaming. That's gaming now. People should really know themselves. I can tell by watching fucking a trailer for a video game or gameplay. I always prefer gameplay. I hate all this CGI shit. I'd rather see gameplay because I know myself as a gamer. I know if I will like the gameplay, if I will connect with the gameplay, if the gameplay looks fun, if it looks engaging. You know, I know myself if I'd like it or not. And that's where what I do now. I'll judge a game on the gameplay. But you got people now that will watch a CGI trailer with no gameplay whatsoever, and then they run into Twitter and they're totally gushing about it, of what they've just seen. And it's like, you haven't seen the game, you know? And then there's different conversation of like, we're being lied to as well, because you get these preview events where they're showing these games at E3, when it was E3, when it was, you know, the Game Awards, and we're being shown a scripted version of the game, and then the product we actually get isn't what we were shown. Ubisoft have got a really bad habit of downgrading video games, but apparently Assassin's Creed Shadows runs like a dream on PlayStation 5 Pro. It's like a totally different game. But I don't understand this thing where you've got to bully and harass people for buying something that, you know, I just think, you've got to really have nothing going on in your life to do that. I can't be asked. I just cannot be asked. I don't even tweet anymore. I sent out a tweet the other day and I'll check if it's doing well or whatever, and that's it. But I cannot be. These people thrive on conflict and negativity and hatred. And if someone's enjoying a video game and it's not your cup of tea, fucking great. Move on. Go and play something else. There's plenty of games coming out this year. And then people saying there's no games this year. I don't know what to tell them people. We've got people that are tweeting out about the credits. The end credits of Assassin's Creed Shadows, okay? Now, the Metal Gear Solid 4 credits, any Metal Gear Solid credits, were fucking hours long. But nobody was complaining then. But now it's Ubisoft and it's Assassin's Creed Shadows. The credits are 2 hours long. I can't fucking believe it. If there's a lot of people to get credited through the game, then yeah, the credits should be on the game. I don't read video game credits. I don't sit there like a weirdo and wait until the fucking credits finish. You can't even skip the credits on AC Shadows. You can fast forward, but they're not making you sit through 2 hours of video game credits. And then side scrollers tweet. I mean, he came across like an absolute idiot, that Craig guy. And I quite like that channel. But they're 2 hours long. Fucking hell, the credits are 2 hours long. Can't believe it. You know, it's like, what's the problem there? Why is that an issue? That is just desperate fucking bait to try and bait people into fucking reacting to it. I couldn't give a fuck. Like, most Kojima games, credits are fucking hours long. Metal Gear Solid, the end cutscenes, hours long. So I don't know why it's a problem. I know why. It's because it's Ubisoft, and that's the current thing with the target on its back. The game's come out 2 million players on opening weekend, but then people are saying, oh, the numbers have been falsified, doesn't match up, doesn't add up. Because, of course, let's get the tinfoil hats on. Assassin's Creed is a fucking huge franchise. And people have been wanting this game, the Japanese setting, for fucking years. You know? I've not played the game. You know? I've not played it. I'm so far behind with Assassin's Creed games. I will pick it up, but I'll wait until it's fucking... I'm not paying £70 for it to just sit there when I've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage to finish before I get to that one. You know? I've played all the old Assassin's Creed games. I loved them. I really enjoyed Origins with the Egyptian setting. Loved it. Went straight off that one to play Odyssey. And I was like, I can't do this. I've just burnt myself out, and it's been shelved ever since. I've started playing it yesterday, and I'm really enjoying it. And I've dabbled with Valhalla just to see what it was like, because I got it through PlayStation. I think it was on Game Pass, and then I got it on PlayStation Plus Extra. Played that for a little bit, and I was like, I don't want to play that. I don't want to get too into it because I've got this one to finish. And then I'm going to get into Mirage. Mirage is on sale now for like 15 quid every other month. And then I'll get Assassin's Creed Shadows eventually. But this wanting a company, like actively wanting a video game to fail, and actively wanting a studio to shut down and get rid of all of its employees so they all lose their jobs, is bizarre. Absolutely bizarre to me. And I think we've lost our way. I genuinely think we've lost our way as gamers. I genuinely think we have. It's not about, you know, I'm convinced a lot of these people on the internet, terminally online, hate video games, because I can't understand what you get out of going on the internet and bullying and harassing somebody because they've bought a video game that you don't like. I'm going to assume that everyone that does that is 12 years old, because I don't understand any functioning cognitive adult that would go on the internet and do that. I'm lost on it. You know, there's franchises I don't like. There's IPs that I don't like. I'm not a fan of certain games. I'm not a big Fallout fan, but I don't want Fallout to fail. I realise that it's got a huge fan base, and it's, you know, it's a great. The TV show was fantastic, but I don't want these games to fail. Why would you want a video game to fail? Now, there's other things about, well, the samurai's a black guy, so people don't like it because of that. It's historically inaccurate. People don't like it because of that. The Japan presidents turned around, and because you at the start, when the game launched, you could smash up shrines, which is like disrespectful. So, but Ubisoft patched it day one. So I don't know. And do you know what? If the media stopped reporting on all of it, we'd been on the wiser. And that's what I mean about the vicious circle. The media reporting the Japanese president isn't happy with Assassin's Creed Shadows because you can destroy shrines, fan the flames, get people that already don't like the game worked up and fucking. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it is just like, I am so tempted to go media dark because it's exhausting. It's totally exhausting. I hope the game's alright. It looks okay. The only thing that I don't like the look of is the fact that the samurai, the black guy, is very heavy and clunky and he can't climb like an assassin. But you've got the ninja to balance it out. But then I've never played the game. Maybe you can't switch between them anytime you want. Maybe there's only missions where you can play as the samurai and you are just smashing people up with a fucking sword. People comparing it to Ghost of Tsushima, you know, it's just fucking, it's just boring. It's absolutely fucking boring. And I don't want the Assassin's Creed franchise and IP to disappear. I don't want Ubisoft to disappear. I think the Assassin's Creed Shadows after the Egyptian one have been fantastic, even though I've only played the Egyptian one, but I've heard the other ones are really good. I'm really enjoying Odyssey. So I just think, you know, we need to police our fucking space a bit better and just, you know, mute people that are these negative fucking arseholes. Police your space a bit better. Don't engage in conversations with these fuckwits. Don't go to websites that are just baiting you into fucking raging about a fucking video game. So that's it. That's all I really wanted to say about the whole Ubisoft thing. I mean, I know they've got a really bad habit of downgrading games. You know, there's multiple videos of them showing a video game, Division, Rainbow Six Siege, Watch Dogs, showing it in this massively spectacular, you know, amazing graphics, and then we get the game and a lot of things have been taken off and downgraded. That's what I don't like about Ubisoft, and the fact that they just churn these games out. And I'll be the first to admit, Assassin's Creed, they have fucking milked that franchise to death. Same with Far Cry. Do you know what I mean? I think they should take a break and just release them every couple of years. But like, wanting a game to fail, like wanting a game to fucking come out and fail is ridiculous.